Hello everybody, and welcome to a video that I wanted to make. Now, I know for a fact Quantum will try to flag my account for this, but I just want to do this whole situation so you guys know exactly what I'm about to talk about, right? So, Quantum TV has a history of flagging people's videos saying that he owns copyright to his own videos, which technically he doesn't. I don't care if he tries to say, yes, I do. He has a history of doing this, and it's nauseating as hell. And I'm going to show you on my screen here about everything he says, and I'm going to talk over his video so he could try to flag me, and it's not going to work. Even if YouTube says that, or if he tries to say that he did nothing wrong, I disagree. Okay, I have the files to prove everything that he has done, and I'm even going to show you an old video that the Ackman uploaded onto his channel called The Dark Days of YouTube, because I'm going to prove to you on how Quantum TV, even on Reddit and so many other subreddits, hate Quantum TV with a passion. Because I'm going to explain this, right? So, throughout the TV setting community, Quantum likes to claim that he knows about TVs and how to set them up for a great picture and all that. And all his fans out there are just kissing his ass. That's what they're doing. And his ego's so massive that he acts like he can do whatever the hell he wants. But I'm going to show you in a special video I will be uploading to my channel about how he is exactly wrong for what he's doing to more popular channels by flagging their videos and criticizing us for speaking the truth when his truth is absolutely wrong. And I know Quantum's going to flag this video. I know it. Because he is a tyrant when it comes to copyright abusing the system. Because he'll flag anybody's videos that talk about him. And I'm not afraid of him. I'm not. Because one, I don't tolerate that kind of shit. I really don't. And Quantum, if you want to go after me, I'll go after you. Simple as that. And I'm not going to be in fear of you deciding to flag my videos, because I will file a claim on your, I'm going to file what we call an appeal to YouTube saying that everything in my video is fair use. So if you want to do it to me, bring it on. But I'm telling you right now, I will file a appeal on you, and I will end up, you know, I'm not going to do what the Ackman did by saying I'm going to take you to court. I'm not going to do any of that because you're not worth my time. But I will make sure to know that I'm not afraid of you. You flag my account, I will appeal it. That's the nutshell of it. So if you want to come after me and try to play the, oh, I'm the victim card, you're not the victim, okay? You're not even close to being the victim. You have a serious problem, and I'm not going to tolerate this kind of behavior on a platform. And I'm going to show you many different things throughout this video, right? Since I can't do live streaming because I don't have enough subs to do it. But I'm going to show you exactly how you're wrong when it comes to copyright. And Anonymous 007, I don't care enough about you to even listen to you. Because You are absolutely wrong in your stance by saying you know copyright. You know nothing of copyright. Nothing. And that registration you put online to prove to everybody you did, yeah, that's fake. Because one, your video was not a motion picture. I can tell you what a motion picture is. I've seen enough movies to know what it is. I've seen enough old school videos from like 1900s to the silent film era to know what a motion picture is. And your review of Elden Ring was not considered a motion picture. I don't care if you think it is, it's not. And I know the real reason why the Copyright Office declined your copyright. Because one, you're using other people's property, which is Bandai Namco's video game, Elden Ring, and you blasted the game saying all that negative stuff. That doesn't count for copyright. And I'll tell you why. Elden Ring is a video game, right? You criticize the game, you criticize the community, you even said in your own video that those people who don't like your content, don't like you at all, they should go kill themselves. Never say that. And also, I'm going to show you everything that counts towards fair use. And knowing you, you're going to hide any comments at all. You're just going to red flag things. You're going to make it all about you being the victim, which everybody's laughing at you for this. They really are. So I'm going to start the video off to show you how pitiful you really are, right? So I'm going to go to a little place called YouTube, right? And I'm going to put in one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life, right? So everything that you said when it comes to copyright is bullshit. Bullshit. And you could say that I'm using your video. I don't care.
Today I'll be giving you guys a review of Elden Ring. Essentially, I don't buy this game. The name of the game should not be called Elden Ring. The name of the game should be called You Die.
Okay, number one, Quantum, you have to learn in a video game, you have to die in order to progress in the game. It's called learning on how to play a game. So you could say You Died is the title of the game. That's bullcrap. Okay, that's completely bullcrap. And you could say, that's not true, that's not true. You can act like a child, I don't care. But I'm telling you right now, I played Spyro the Dragon for years, right? I even know inside and out of that game, and I haven't even died once because I learned on how to play the game. So I'm not going to believe you on this.
Again and again and again, because that's all you're really going to spend most of your time doing. You're going to die because the game has no easy difficulty. The difficulty spikes when you get to certain bosses.
Because that's how a game works, Quantum. You have to die in order to progress into the game. That's how it works. Because in order to beat a game, you have to learn on how to battle. You have to know how to do certain things. And I get it, Quantum. I'm not a big fan of these kind of games, okay? I don't like these games. I support the community because they love these games, and I'm not going to bash them like you did. I'm not.
It's so unfair that you'll find yourself spending so many hours losing time away from your life. So I would say this game is for somebody who really is looking for a sandbox. They have no family, no friends, no life.
Kind of like you? Because really, Quantum, everybody who plays Elden Ring has family, has friends. So when you say that They have no family, no life, no friends. Yeah, you're full of it because a lot of people in the Elden Ring community has family and friends and you just don't like the game. And that's fine. You don't have to like the game, but to literally go after people who play the game and say the game sucks. Stop. Just stop. I mean, you're making yourself look so stupid.
Maidenless.
When you die, you lose everything you collected. Everything.
Not true. I know this for a fact because I used to play a game called Skyrim, right? And what this guy is saying is actually correct. Not you, Quantum, but the guy who did this video. You do die, but if you go to the last save point, you could still get your items that you lost after you got killed. You could still do that. Because that's how it works.
That means you start over, so leveling up is extremely hard because of the
Not
nature of the
true.
game and its difficulty level. And it is not fun. There's nothing fun about this game.
Yeah, there's nothing fun about it because you don't like this game, Quantum. You don't like this game at all. That's your beef with the game.
For somebody who is new to the franchise. And then
Yeah,
you look
you're new to the franchise because you don't know anything about it.
at the graphic style. It's a joke. It is literally a joke.
Okay, second of all, right, Quantum, how can you realize, right? Let's think about it. Newer gen systems like a PC or a PlayStation 4, PS5, any of the newer graphics, they're not up to your standards. And there's no system out there that can handle that kind of graphics unless if they tweak it a little bit. And that's normal in game development. That's how games can run on a certain system. They have to downgrade certain things for the game to work. If they have it to your specific specs, the game won't work. The game will completely crash because the game has to run at a certain frame rate, a certain resolution, and they have to tweak it around just a little bit just so the game can either fit on a disc or fit in a digital file that you can download on a PlayStation and actually work without having any glitches, any bugs, and if there are any bugs, they're normally coming out at least the day after it releases or it takes months. That's how game development works. They use a way to release the game, and if they notice any bugs or glitches from the community, like let's say for Elden Ring, if they find a glitch or a bug within a game, they will release a patch for it. That's why they call it a patch. So they can install it into the game so the game will work better than when it first released. It happened with Grand Theft Auto. It happened with Spyro. It happened with so many other franchises out there that your excuse that you're throwing out saying that this whole situation with the graphics and everything, Quantum, your specs, no game will work. And you're trying to say that they should put an easy mode into a video game? Please. If they did that, there would be no fun at all with any type of game. If Spyro the Dragon or Crash Bandicoot was so easy, people would be bored with it. Because the game's not fun. We want a challenge from our games. We don't want some child's game like, oh, I don't know, Sesame Street. So, Quantum, do you want to play Sesame Street? Because apparently you want a easygoing game. You might as well just, oh, I don't know, play Sesame Street. Because obviously you don't know how to play a certain game. You jump right into a franchise that you don't know nothing about. Then you start complaining saying, oh, you die several times. It's called a challenge, okay? You have to learn. And some of the gamers that I've seen that play Elden Ring and they kill the non-playable character, and then they get upset that they die because that character attacked them, yeah, that's you, Quantum. I kind of see you doing that, and the guy whooped your ass. That's what I think it is, and it's funny as hell.
And then look at the graphic style. It's a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke to you, but this is how it works, Quantum. This is how, if you ever play a video game, right? Older, newer systems, let's say the PS4, the PS5, in order for the game to work, it has to get downgraded to a certain degree. It has to. Because if you have, like, let's say, Batman Arkham Asylum, if you have the most perfect settings on your screen, you know what's going to happen? Lagging issues, bugs, glitches, the controls are going to be a piece of crap. I mean, you're going to have Batman running into the Joker and all his minions and you're getting your ass whooped. So, Quantum, your whole excuse that you're throwing out here is bullshit. Complete bullshit.
It is like last gen being sold for new gen. Like, I don't understand, like, who they made this game for.
Yeah, you don't understand who made this game for. It was for the community that loves the game, Quantum. That's who it was. It wasn't made for you. Nothing is made just for you. It's made for people who actually love the franchise. You're so dumb enough to jump into a game that you have no fucking idea of whatsoever. I mean, you just jump headfirst right into a pool of piranhas and you got eaten. That's what it is. And it's just funny as hell to me.
Where, like, you want low frame rates, but that for me, that's a massive deal breaker. I'm a massive.
Yeah, it's a massive deal breaker to you because your ego's so massive that you don't care. You just don't care. You just love bashing people. You do this to the HDTV community. You're just a basher, dude. That's all you are. That's all you care about is bashing other people. And it's just completely sad because it really shows me what kind of person you are.
Motion buff, and to do something like that is unacceptable. Most of your time in the open world is spent just like running around kind of aimlessly, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, but Quantum, if you look at Ghost of Tsushima, it's the same way. And I love Ghost of Tsushima. I actually own it on my PS4 and I love the game. And Elden Ring, not my favorite, but Ghost of Tsushima, I love that game. Okay? I love it. Historically, it's perfect. Old time Japan, right around the samurai era. Awesome game. But Elden Ring, I'll pass on. But Quantum, you, you you're just dumb. You just jump head first right into a pool of piranhas and just got eaten by the entire community. And it's understandable because you uploaded this review and it sucked. I saw the video and it sucked. And Mischief did everything right. He really did. He went after you saying that your review was crap. And he had every right to do that.
It's one of those games where, like, it's so spread out. The map is so big, you're going to spend a lot of time
Yeah, it's
running
called
around
open world.
in a very open field that doesn't necessarily have a particular purpose for being that open. I'd like there to be a purpose to almost everything. Like, everything is interactable.
Yeah, but Quantum, this is not how it works, okay? Open world games are designed to be open. There's no one direction like Crash Bandicoot or any other type of game like that. That's what it makes so unique about open world games is it's open. You don't have to stay on a one track. You can go wherever you want to go. And that's why when you say interactive, it is interactive. You could talk to non-playable characters and you can do other things that you can't do in Crash Bandicoot. And it's more interactive when you talk to other, NPCs. and other characters within the game. So everything you're telling me in this is crap. It's just really crap.
Things like that, but it just doesn't feel like that. And I think without spoiling any parts of the story, which is lackluster by the way, I think
Okay, another thing. How's it lackluster? You don't know anything about the franchise, so you can't really say it's lackluster. You can't say that because you don't know anything about this franchise for one. You have no idea. You just bought a $60 game thinking it's going to be awesome because you read the reviews, and then you just bought it and hated it and you uploaded a video about it. Like, come on, Quantum. Seriously. This is just pathetic. This really is. I mean, a lot of Elden fans really did justice by saving this franchise from a guy like you. They really did, and I have to give them props for what they did. Because your video on, the graphics, the storyline is lackluster, or God, I can't even talk, but you said it's not any good. I mean, Quantum, you dug head first right into a pond of, you know, piranhas, and you got eaten. That's what it is. They ate you up and they spit your bones out. That's what they did.
think that would be as honest as anyone's going to be about this product. I don't know who they made it for. Again, I couldn't speak lowly enough about this game. I don't recommend it. And I think if you're
Yeah, you don't recommend it because it's not your type of game, Quantum. It's really not.
smart, you'll just play something else.
Yeah, if you're smart, you can play this game. If you're not smart, you can play this game. You can give me that crap all you want, Quantum. You're gonna lose.
That's the review. Take it or leave it. Oh, today I'll be giving.
And then we're gonna watch another video.
Oh boy. Oh boy! So as you guys know, I did a review on Elden Ring. That didn't go very well, apparently, for
Yeah, it didn't go well because your review was crap.
some people. So I'm receiving some backlash now, and I wanted to address with some of you because a lot of you are not only being childish, but I don't think you're actually seeing this objectively.
Okay, number one, they're not acting childish. You are. Because they had every right to defend their franchise. You can give me all the crap you want. It's not going to fly with me.
You see, every single Dark Souls fan watching this video right now had to die 1,000,001 times to learn how to play that game.
There you go. Right there, Quantum. You just said it. Learn. Learn. There's your key word. Learn.
Using that experience and laterally jumping over into Elden Ring, you're able to, again, experience that level of challenge, but it's not as hard because you've already done something similar before. But you see, somebody like me, I've never played Elden Ring.
There you go, Quantum. There you go. You never played it. That's how dumb you are. You never played Elden Ring. You never played Dark Souls. You never played any of those type of games, and you jump headfirst into a pool of piranhas. I mean, really, you had this coming.
I've never played Dark Souls. I didn't even know Elden Ring was a part of the Dark Souls series.
It
And
is.
you know what I meant with when I talk about flaws? With the series, the same thing I meant with the TV world, where when you mention a problem with something, fans of that series just damage control. They'll say stupid, petty, childish, catty, childish shit, like, oh, you've lost credibility.
Yeah, because Quantum, you did lose credibility. You go around telling people that their settings on their TV is crap or their video game is horrible and it's not worth playing. I mean, you're really hurting your own self. And they're right to say that your credibility is crap because it is. You have no idea what you're talking about. You're going around striking other people's videos because you can't take criticism. And like I said before, you go after my video, I will have to put, an appeal on your decision. because this is bold.
Because you spoke your mind, you gave your opinion, you now have no credibility with me. Okay, bye, bitch. I don't give a fuck. The reality is, that's my opinion, based off of playing it as a
You
new
can have
person.
an opinion,
They
but
have
don't
no
target
easy-
people.
The graphics are dog shit.
Are you sure about that?
The graphics are dog shit. The graphics are dog shit. The graphics are dog shit. And the thing that really pisses me off is all these fucking fans of this game know that the graphical issues are there. They'll try to say it's okay or it's passable. It's shit. Be honest. When you look at the gameplay itself,
See, you're
it's
just being a
clunky.
bully.
The controls are shitty for a new
You're
person
just being a
getting
bully,
in. I don't know how
Quantum.
it is for you, but then even if you are a vet, you're still gonna die a bunch of times, right?
So who cares?
They made the game is so that the way the boss hits you, it takes so much of your life away. That's very frustrating. But let me just give you a little
Well,
personal
boo-hoo.
insight as to how I like the game. I come home from work, I'm trying to unwind, I'm trying to relax. I'm not trying to sit there stressed out on some fucking game, yelling at the
Then
screen, trying to
play
hashtag-
Sesame Street games.
because that's like this mentality that all you guys have kind of gotten submitted into. You guys literally sound like abuse victims, right? Like you're in a really shitty relationship, and that's just how it is, man. You know, you just take it on the chin, man. That's how it is. You shouldn't be saying that's how it is, or you know, we just know that that's how these games are. It's not for everyone. A game that's not for everyone isn't a game that should be made, in my opinion. Games are supposed to be fun,
Then how about this,
transcend the
Quantum?
reality
Play
that we have right now.
Sesame Street video
Give you
games.
abilities, you're allowed to do things that you never ever could do in the real world without consequence, and be accessible to anyone regardless of experience level. Because the reality is, if it wasn't so ridiculously hard, you had the thrill of dying a bunch of times, it's really a lackluster game with shitty graphics. The graphics are dog shit.
The
The
graphics are
graphics are
awesome.
dog shit. Shitty graphics. Shitty graphics. Again, I'm new to the franchise. I had no idea what it is. And then, of course, when you go to the community as a new gamer, you would think, right, as a gamer, you'd have people being welcoming. I had maybe 5 people in the whole comment thread. Like, hey man, you know, let's do those bosses together, I'll help you out. You know, only 5 people. The rest of them were like, oh, you're a clown, you've lost credibility. Is it
Yeah,
demeaning
because
you're new
Quantum,
to a game
you're
that's
talking
known,
shit on them.
by the way, for being incredibly fucking
That's why
And
you're
it's
getting
your
so
fault,
much
not the dev's
flack.
fault for not thinking of every
If you
single
were
player
more
and all
nicer
kinds
to
of
people,
bosses
they would help
They
you.
don't care.
But no,
It's
guarantee
a
you went
challenge,
after
and
them.
it has to be for players who think every game is fucking easy, and if you aren't one of those players, then you are a scumbag, you filthy casual. At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man. At the end of the
See,
day,
you
go
don't
kill
say
yourself,
that.
man. I'm not gonna sit here
Don't
and,
say that,
like,
Quantum.
be demeaned and talked down to because I don't enjoy a shit fest of a game where your misunderstanding is. But hopefully by explaining this to you, I can maybe kind of smooth out your aggression and your backlash. Again, nothing against you. It's not a personal attack. At the end of the day,
It
go
is
kill
a
yourself, man.
personal
Like what you
attack.
like, but it is childish to look at somebody and say that, you know, you're X, Y, and Z because you don't like the video game I like. It doesn't run that deep for me. At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man. It's a fucking game, and at the end of the day, it's a trash game. It's gonna stay on the shelf, and I stand by what I said 100%. At the end of the day, go kill yourself, man. I don't recommend it, and I think anyone who bought that game, frankly, likes a challenge or one of those diehard players. But for most people, it's not recommended, and that's the video. We're gonna start with the good stuff. Elden Ring can be purchased at places like Amazon and really most online retailers and returned. That's a silver lining. And the best thing about this game. Now here's what I'll say to prove that the game is terrible. But essentially it all resorts back to the same thing. You do not need an easy mode, or any kind of easier mode, or even a normal difficulty option. You know what? Screw difficulty options altogether. The game is designed to be ultra hard, ultra challenging. That's the purpose of the game. If you give it a difficulty option, all you're doing is destroying the game and there's no point in playing.
Technically,
You know what that
Quantum,
means, guys?
they don't have to
That means this
add
is a dumpster fire.
a
It's tossed into the
difficulty
trash. Let's
on
talk
any
about
game.
The game was
It's
delayed 4
there's
years. This game
hard,
doesn't really
normal,
break the
or
mold of
easy.
any old
Most
world game
games
that's
come
ever
out
existed.
are normal.
It doesn't. There are no cinematic cutscenes that like razzle and dazzle and break the mold, while also offering a super challenging experience. And I do bring this next part into attention. The game has a toxic player base.
No, it doesn't.
No, you didn't hear that right. The game has a cult-like toxic player base. What does this
All
mean? This
franchises
means
have
the
that,
players of
Quantum,
Elden
but that
Ring
doesn't mean they're
are
all
likened to
toxic.
people
There's some
who
fans
would
out
rather
there that
drink
will
blood
really
from
help
cup
you out,
than
but
your neighbor next
guarantee.
door. They are very
Guaranteed
repeating, and I
Quantum,
stand by
you
what I said
target them.
100%. If you Google Quantum TV right now, or you look Quantum TV up on YouTube, rather, you will see a string of attack videos because of my opinion of the review that I issued out. In addition to the fact that when approached by what they call commentary, which is essentially gamers of a certain tier level that like to illegally download people's videos.
Okay, technically, Quantum, what you're saying right here is bullshit. Because here's why, right? So, right now, I'm doing a video and I'm sharing my screen with you, and I'm not pirating, or as you call it, pirating your video. I'm watching it on YouTube through somebody else's channel. Now, is that pirating for me? No, because I'm rewatching a review number 3 re-upload that somebody else did. So I guess you're saying that I'm pirating your content because somebody else uploaded it, so you have every right to go after another YouTuber who did a review of your video, and you now target them because they're watching your video and they do a reaction to your video? Yeah, Quantum, you're a tangled mess. And I can tell you right now, everything that you claim that you own the copyright to these videos, that's bullshit. That's complete bullshit. And I'll explain why, right? So let's go out of your video, right? Now, here's the thing that you do, and I know your pattern, right? So you do this thing where you go online, right? I'm going to look it up. And I'm going to look for your copyright, right? And I'm going to find let's look at your copyright registration. Let's do it, shall we? Because apparently you posted online your copyright registration number. Now, you claim that I can look up Quantum TV's registration number online, right? Because let's go to a nice little video. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta deal with ads because I have free.
All right, boys, are we ready? Are we fucking...
Okay, so let's go to your one video right here, right? Let's look, shall we, Quantum? Okay, so you do this thing where you copyright strike other people's channels, right? Now, I want to bring something up real quick. Let's go to your copyright, right? So in order to pay for copyright protection on a certain video, you need to pay for it, right? Let's look at it. Okay, so for electronic filing for a single author, some acquaintant, one work, not for hire standard application, it's $45. Standard is $65, and paper filing is $125. Now, all this builds up, right? So it's going to be, let's say, let's say it's a person, so it would be this one. You're looking at $45 a fee, right? And you claim on your thing saying that it is for, and it would be, let's go to type of works. So you posted it under motion pictures, right? Let's take a look at copyright, shall we, Quantum? Okay, motion pictures. The Copyright Act defines motion pictures as audiovisual works consisting of a series of related images which, when shown in succession, impart an impression of motion together with accompanying sound, if any. Okay, number one, Quantum, this is where you're wrong. Audiovisual works consisting of a series of related images, technically, you broke the copyright law, and you know you did, because one, Elden Ring is actually, if you look it up, and I'll even show you on my screen here. See this thing right here called video games right there on my screen? That falls under copyright protection, right? And what is Elden Ring but a video game? So you claim, right, to own a copyright for a reaction video, which, by the way, does not count towards copyright protection at all. It just doesn't, because copyright stands as this, right? So in order to make a copyright, you cannot use anything involving anything like a review, because a review falls under criticism or commentary. It falls under fair use. So technically, the Copyright Office did not grant you that registration. Guarantee you this, they ignored your application and denied it. And then you posted a picture of your registration number online, which everybody saw, and they criticized that registration number, because most people that know copyright would know that that's not valid. It's not a real copyright registration number, because it's not official. It's just not. That's not how it works. You can't make a fake copyright registration number and say it's legit, because if you do, then you could be in serious trouble, because Congress can go after you for using the real website under registration. If you look it up, it actually says it's not valid. And I even looked it up myself, and it doesn't say it's valid. It still says in progress. And last time I checked, it said it's not valid. But anyway, back to my point. So this right here does not count for your review. And I'm telling you right now, because here's where it would define exactly what a motion picture is for. The works that consist of series of related images which intended to be shown by the use of machines or devices such as projectors, viewers, or electronic equipment. Yes, this can mean cell phone, but they're talking about projectors or viewers like movie theaters, right? And regardless of the nature of the material objects, such as films or tapes, films meaning the film canisters that Hollywood uses, and tapes like VHS tapes. I mean, come on, Quantum. I mean, yeah, you can give me all that bullshit you want. It's not going to work. Now, works commonly used in this sort of thing is what we call television commercials, concert videos, documentaries, multimedia works, motion pictures, PowerPoint presentations, slides, sporting events like WWE videos, television shows, and video games. You're not on that list. You're just not. And this right here, this multimedia works, let's do a definition of that, shall we? Let's see. Huh. Careers that involving one or more art form to create an informative and engaging content. Someone working in multimedia may work with video, audio, text, animation, graphic design, illustration, or any other effects, right? So, yes, that could be a YouTube video. But here's the thing. Technically, quantum, this doesn't just mean YouTube. This could mean Facebook. This could mean other things. So you're full of crap. You're full of crap. You really are. I mean, your standard application to register for copyright is this video, and they'll show you in this
The
video.
standard application may be used to register most works, including a work by one author, a joint work, a work made for hire, a derivative work, a collective work, or a compilation. You have read the description provided.
Okay, so right here, let's say
Description.
quantum, you went
Next,
through this,
to
right?
return to the home screen.
So on this page, right, this is the official Copyright Office registration. So from what they're saying here, what you would have to do is you would have to go to registration, register your work, then you have to either log in to the registration system, and I'm going to show you. I'm not going to register anything because I have nothing to register and I don't care that much about it to even do it. But I'm going to show you how this works, quantum, okay? Because I want to educate you on what copyright really is, right? So in order to get all this done, you can register your work on anything you want, like you were saying in the video. You can create a new account. You would say your first name, middle name, last name, email, username, or user ID, password verify, then challenge questions. This is normal on a government-based website. It really is. Now, I want to show you something, quantum, okay? And I'm going to go back to that video just to prove to you on how you're wrong on so many things. Now, let's
Standard
go
application may be used to register most works, including a work by one author, a joint work, or a compilation. In the standard application,
Okay.
First,
like he's showing, you log in.
log
Right.
into your Echo account. Click Standard Application
Okay, then you click on Standard
under the Copyright
Application.
Registration heading on the left side of the home page with the standard application.
Okay, exceptions right here, right? A group of serials, I'll put it on the screen so you can see, may not be used to register the works listed below. Meaning, a group of serials, newspapers, newsletters, a group of published in a... Yeah, I could go through all this crap. I can't even read it. I apologize, but I suck at this. A group of photographs, meaning any photographs that are already copyrighted you cannot use at all. Now, let's see. Foreign work that have been restored to copyright protection, that's normal. A renewal registration, a registration of a group of updates to a non-photographic database.
If your work is eligible for the standard application, click Start Registration to enter in the title type.
Okay, right here, select the type, which would be the title of work being registered. You would click that.
Drop down. Then enter the title of the work in the space provided. Click Save to return to the previous screen. Repeat this process if you need to add additional titles. When all title information has been entered, click Continue. On the publication completion screen, Select either yes or no from the drop.
And it says, has this work been published? Meaning, for what he was using, he's using a song. Now, the song could be published on iTunes or any other platform that will allow for you to get a profit. Like, let's say, for a song, normally it's $1.29 on iTunes and Amazon Digital Shop. I mean,
Drop-down list to answer the question publication first occurred.
okay, right here, published work, yes. Nation of first publication, year of completion, international standard number type, date of first publication. You would say 1/1/2015 or 2018. That'd be the month, the year, and the day, right? Now, here's where
Select
you
the
fucked
nation
up.
in which the work was first published from the drop menu to save this. If you are the author, click New. Check one or more boxes describing the.
Now, this version is only showing work of performing arts, and that's mostly because he was filling out every thing to show. Now, this whole situation I kind of figured. Okay, now we're going through the limitations of a claim, right? So let's say you want to claim everything. Okay, you put it all on there, you figure it out. Simple as that, right? Now, I'm going to show you how you're bullshit when you say that you were paying for it. Okay? Now, normally in these matters, when you hit this link right here, I clarify that I am the author, copyright claimant of exclusive rights, or an authorized agent of the author, copyright claimant of exclusive rights of this work. You select that, and then you have to do one of these. They have to be selected for it to work. Now, there will be a fee, and I'm going to show you the fee, right? So, it says here, the application must be certified by the author, copyright claimant, or owner of exclusive rights, or by the authorized agent of any of the precedings. 17 USC 506C. Any person who knowingly makes a false representation of a material fact in the application shall be fined not more than $2,500. There you go, right there. Okay? Now, in order to get this done, Quantum, you have to pay a certain amount, right? And you went online bragging, saying that you didn't have to pay anything, that you did it all for free. You're full of shit. You lied to everybody. And I know you did. You just don't want to take responsibility for what you were doing. You were bullshitting, in another sense of the word. But I'm going to show you exactly how much you're paying for the fees, right? So a single author, to file a copyright protection, is $45, right? $45. So you paid $45 for a copyright protection that guarantee you will only last for about a year, maybe 6 years, depending on what you selected on the form. But it doesn't even matter. You went online, you said you didn't pay for copyright. Bullshit. You have to pay for copyright. You just have to. And if you don't, you're lying to everybody. You really are. Now, let's just jump back over to, the whole situation on YouTube, right? So, what happens next is, let's see if I can pull it up here. Now, this video, Quantum, is actually not copyrighted. It's just not. It's just a reaction video. It doesn't qualify.
And I stand by what I said 100%. If you Google Quantum TV right now, or you look Quantum TV up on YouTube, rather,
I
you
want
will
to
see
show
a
you
string
something.
of
Right there. Right there. Look at that. I'm going to put it on the screen so you can see it. I'm a copyright abuser? Yes, you are. Elden Ring players cry wolf when told not to steal other. Okay. See, this is where you're childish, Quantum. You're really childish. Because, one, you would not be uploading a video about this on YouTube. And it just shows your childish behavior by acting like this. Elden Ring players cry wolf when told not to steal. Okay, number one, Quantum. Okay. One, your video does not qualify for copyright protection. And two, anytime you upload a video onto YouTube, it's fair game. Because nobody except motion picture companies like Walt Disney Pictures, Paramount Pictures, Warner Brothers, all of them, they own copyright protection for their films because they distribute it through movie theaters, Blu-ray discs. Even music companies are uploading tracks onto YouTube for years. I mean, ever since YouTube decided to accept music on their platform, they have to get permission from the copyright owner to even do that. And that's a legit company, Quantum. You're not a legit company, okay? You're just a sad little man that lives in a certain state. I'm not saying where you live because I don't want to get doxxed by you and your fucking measly fans on Discord trying to dox people because we are doxing you. No, Quantum. You flag other people's videos, and I've seen proof that you literally told Rich of Review Tech he was shirtless one time, and your minions said on Discord to go after him because he has no shirt and flag his video for sexual innuendo. I mean, Quantum, you're such a bully and a harasser, so don't give me that crap.
attack videos because
Yeah, I mean, look at this, Quantum. Every AV YouTuber exposed by the guy who hates. This is childish behavior from you, dude. This is really childish behavior.
my opinion of the review that I issued out. In addition to the fact that when approached by what they call commentary, which is essentially gamers of a certain
No, it's not. Commentary community is not just gamers. It's really not. Yes, it's gamers to a certain degree, but they talk about serious issues like pedo or SA or any of those. They talk about different things that is not technically just gaming, Quantum. They talk about other things. I've seen a lot of YouTubers to know what they talk about. And you're just a sad little man who can't keep you keep bitching and complaining about other people.
tier level that like to illegally download people's videos.
Technically, Quantum, that's not true because you haven't shown any evidence of this whatsoever. You try to tell people that they illegally download your video. Quantum, okay? you don't have any copyright protection whatsoever on any of your videos because you claim that you put a copyright protection on your Elden review video. You took it down after people bashed you, and now you're going after other people who literally will use your footage and you go after them saying that you're stealing my intellectual property. Quantum, you don't own intellectual property like you think you do. In your mind, your ego's so massive that you think that you own certain videos, but you don't. Okay? You made these videos for free. You uploaded it to YouTube. In a nutshell, Quantum, you're a drama queen. That's all you are. All you want to do is bitch and complain about other people using your intellectual property, as you claim, but really, it's not intellectual property. It's really not. It's you bitching and complaining about other YouTubers re-uploading your videos. Everybody downloads other people's videos. Nobody gives a fuck about it but you, Quantum. That's the only person that cares. If somebody did that to me, I'd be okay with it. Because I'd be like, you know what? They want to use my footage. Go ahead. I don't care. I really don't care. It doesn't bother me. But Quantum, it bothers the fuck out of you. And you just continuously do this to yourself. It's nauseating as hell to watch. It's funny as hell to me because I'm like, oh my god, dude. How long are we going to keep going through this? Like, because I heard from a reliable source that your content manager left you, which I'm not surprised. Because really, let's be honest, you're shutting down. You're shutting down, dude. You're just dying. Because now YouTube is thinking this guy's more trouble than it's worth. We're just going to throw him on the algorithm and throw him in the back of the pile. That's what I think. But anyway.
Upload them and smack talk over them to own their review talking points. They don't care how much of the video they're using. They completely ignore the 4 factors of fair use.
Technically, yeah. Okay, Quantum. Let me tell you something, right? I'm going to educate you on what you think is the 4 factors of fair use, okay? The purpose and character of the use, meaning we can use for, let's say, let's go to your website, shall we? Let's do it. I'm going to prove to you okay, right here. Okay, let's look at this, Quantum. You and me. You and me, huh? Let's look at it. Okay. Purpose of the character of use, right? What does this say, Quantum? Right here. What does this say? Does it say transformative? Okay, let's see. It also says here, the copyright statute itself indicates that nonprofit educational purposes are generally favored over commercial uses. In addition, the statute explicitly lists several purposes, especially, and here's the key word for you, Quantum, right here. Look at this blue right on my screen. Especially appropriate for fair use, such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research. Oh, wait, let me blow that up for you again. See, Quantum? Not gonna work, bro. Not gonna work. Because it says right there, criticism, comment. Criticism, comment. Okay? Now, on this part, but be careful, not all non-profit educational uses are fair. Now, if you want to understand what that means, all non-profit educational uses, meaning schools, are considered fair use. But here's how what we do to your video is transformative, right? Let's say fair use is more likely found when the copyright work is transformed into something new or of new utility or meaning, such as quotations incorporated onto a piece of paper, or perhaps pieces of work mixed into a multimedia product for your own teaching needs, or included in commentary or criticism of the original. Boom! Right there, Quantum. Read that again. Right there. Read that. You see what that says, Quantum? Pieces of a work mixed into a multimedia product for your own teaching, or, and here's the kicker, and I'm going to highlight this part so you can read it, okay? It says right there in blue, or included in commentary or criticism of the original work, right? Okay. Now, let's go through factor 2. This factor centers on the work being used, and the law allows for a wider or narrow scope of fair use, depending on the characteristics and aptitudes of the work. For example, an unpublished nature of a work, such as a private correspondence or a transcript, can weigh against a finding of fair use. Okay? The courts reason that copyright owners should have the right to determine the circumstances of first publication. Use of a work that is commercially available, right here, available. That's you. That's you right there, Quantum. That's you right there. Commercially available. Anytime a video goes on YouTube and it's free for access, it's available. Okay? The only way that you could literally stop all this crap is if you start paying for things. And I'm going to prove to you on how this whole copyright and fair use works, right? So, courts, and this is what most companies do, right? And it's up to the companies to do this. Now, for feature films, right? Let's say, let's go to YouTube real quick, right? And I'm going to prove to you something, Quantum. I'm going to prove something to you right now, right? So, let's go to, oh, I don't know. Let's go to a movie I don't even own yet, right? Let's go to Backdraft, right? Which is a movie. Let's go to buy. See this, Quantum? You see what I see on my screen here? You know what that says? That says 400 yen, because my VPN is based in Japan, but this says 400 pound or 400 yen for HD, 1,500 yen for HD. This is how it works, Quantum. Okay, this movie called Backdraft from Universal Pictures, that's a copyrighted protected film. You know how I know this? Because I know what I'm talking about. So this right here, you have to pay to watch this movie and to own it. Okay? So your excuse of copyright is bullshit. Because for music, let's go back to here, right? Let's go to Puff Daddy, right? Let's find a song of his, shall we? Look at this, Quantum. You see this? This is a legit song. And I'm not going to play the song. I'm going to prove to you about copyright. Okay? This right here is a music video. But I don't need the music video to really show you. Okay, this right here. Okay, this is a song by Puff Daddy featuring 112 and Faith Evans. Okay, it's called I'll Be Missing You. It's about Notorious B.I.G. after he passed away, right? So, I want to educate you something, Quantum. This is an album, okay? This is a musically made album. And they paid money to keep their copyright protected. Now, the only reason why it's free, Quantum, is because the recording studio who actually did this album, which is Bad Boy Entertainment, they allowed YouTube to get the file to upload it onto their, website so you can access any of their music or anything. They allowed that because they got permission from Bad Boy Records to do it. Now, for your excuse, you trying to say that yours is protected? No. Okay, now, here's where it might be an issue. Alright, now, although the law does not set exact quantity limits, generally the more you use, the less likely you are within fair use. But here's the problem, Quantum, and I'm going to tell you right now on how you're wrong, okay? You want to say what we're doing is hurting your business of these videos? These videos mean nothing, Quantum. You have your own business. You're not making that much money off of your fucking YouTube channel. You're not. You're making pennies. You have your own business. You have a wife. You have other things to prioritize over than a fucking YouTube video that you upload, and you want to bitch and complain saying that we're stealing your intellectual property. You have no intellectual property because you don't technically own it. You don't have copyright. You just don't. Nobody does on YouTube. It's fair game. And you can act like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Trust me, Quantum, I know what I'm talking about, okay? I'm going through all this just to educate you dumbass. Because obviously you don't understand what copyright is. You really don't. And I'm going to show you more examples of copyright. Because I'm not doing copyright infringement just for your retarded ass. I'm not doing it. I'm just giving you a fair warning. But anyway, like I said, Quantum, you're full of crap, okay? You're literally full of crap. I just showed you, right, the entire copyright list here, okay? This right here, effect on the market, is perhaps more complicated than the other three factors. Yeah, Quantum, you're not making that amount of money to even bitch about how. And this is where it really hits you hard, Quantum. Really, really hard, okay? Your videos, you're not making profit off of them. You're just not. You're not like Universal doing Backdraft or MGM doing All Dogs Go to Heaven and all those. You're nothing like that. Your videos are free for people to watch, okay? And this factor means that if you could have purchased or licensed some copyrighted work, the factor weighs against a finding of fair use. You want to know why? Because one, when you buy a license of a movie, okay, and I'm just going to say it, Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet, I'm going to tell you something, Quantum. When you buy that movie, you buy a license. You don't technically own the film. You just don't. You own a license for that film, but guess who owns the film? That's Walt Disney Pictures. Okay? And what you did on your channel was copyright infringement. And I know this for a fact because let's go to a little place that I call Wikipedia, right? So let's go to here we go. Let's go to Walt Disney Pictures Wikipedia page, right? Oh, this is fun, Quantum, huh? Real fun. So let's find a little movie that you tried to copyright infringe, huh? Let's do it, buddy old pal. Right here. Look at this, Quantum. You know what this is? Hmm? This is Ralph Breaks the Internet. A movie that you pirated. Or should I say copyright infringed. Because you decided to upload a scene from the film. Right on your YouTube channel. And I know you did because I saw it on your channel. Because what you did was copyright infringement. You really did. And here's how I'm going to prove to you that what you did was wrong. And I'm not going to show the video. Vanellope befriends the Disney princesses, being encouraged by them to discuss her sense of unfulfillment and reaching epiphany in the form of a I Want song in the subject. Right? That's the scene I'm talking about where, and I'm just going to describe it because I've seen that movie so many times. So the scene I'm talking about is when Vanellope is trying to get away from the stormtroopers and she poofs right into the Disney princess's dressing room. And there's a scene when the Disney princesses react like they're about to whoop her ass. Okay? And in the scene, the women actually ask her, "Are you a princess?" And she says, "Are you guys okay? Are you being, abused or bullied or whatever?" That scene right there, Quantum, you stole. You deliberately stole that from Walt Disney Studios. You stole that from the studio. And they have every right to go after you for that. And I know for a fact, Quantum, because you could try to say, no, that was, fair use. That was not fair use. Because in your complaint, right, you always say that when you do it, you could steal whoever's content you want. You can do it because you think you're never going to get in trouble. Trust me, you're going to get in trouble. And two, you always say that there is no limitation, right? You can do a 30-second video, you can do a 120-minute video, it doesn't matter. You think if I do it, I'm okay. But if other people do it, to me, it's not okay. Here's where you're wrong, Quantum, and I know this for a fact. One, when you do things like that, right, you cause a problem. And I'm going to tell you how this is going to cause a problem. One, this is going to be a huge issue with copyright because now the studios are going to get upset The studios are going to find out about what you did. They will shut you down. They will, and you're going to get mad. You're going to say, well, I'm allowed to do it because my ego's so massive, I can do whatever the hell I want and nobody can touch me. Technically, the lawyers could touch you. And if you go to court, Quantum, you will lose. You will flat out lose in court. You're going to have to pay damages to Walt Disney Studios. You're going to have to pay damages to everybody that you done wrong. And your life will be in shambles. I mean, shambles. And good luck having a ring. Good luck having a wife. Good luck having kids. Let's just put it this way. You're going to be some bitch boy's little toy in prison. I'm just telling you right now. Because what you did by stealing Walt Disney Pictures Ralph Breaks the Internet by using a 30-second clip, yeah, that was the original audio from the film. I would know. I've seen the video, and it's disgusting as hell because you claim it's an episode. That's not an episode. It was a 30-second clip of a scene from a motion picture. There was no commentary on it. There was no criticism on it whatsoever. There was just none. It was the original audio from the movie. And trust me, I've seen the movie so many times to even know what it sounds like. So you committed copyright infringement directly right off of Walt Disney Studios. And I would like to say to Disney, I would sue them. I really would. I would go after Quantum for stealing your intellectual property because, let's be honest, Disney, you're in serious hot water. I mean, your stocks are falling. Everything in your entire ecosystem is failing. I mean, by 2024, we don't even know if Mickey Mouse is going to be around much longer. So, really, I think Walt Disney, you should clean his clock. That's what I think. And now I heard some rumors about you dropping the Walt Disney or parted Walt Disney. I think it's a horrible idea. Just keep Walt and just grow the fuck up, right? And this is why I wanted to make these videos about this because this is a serious problem.
Used and publicly broadcasted on YouTube, and a lot of these.
But Quantum, that's what you just did. You're doing the same thing that you're complaining about other people. And I think it's funny how you're saying they're using a illegal downloader. I mean, Quantum, it's fair game. You don't have any intellectual property to work off of. You really don't. You just don't. Your copyright registration is crap. You try to play this I'm the victim card. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work at all.
These smaller channels, 200 subscribers, 400 subscribers, 4,000 subscribers, that tier of lower YouTuber will steal videos. It's a known thing. It's a huge problem. YouTube doesn't do anything about it. And if you tell them not to do that, they'll just say anything is fair use. Over the years, I've had to learn the hard way that you can't just talk over somebody else's content, pausing and playing and calling it fair use. That is not fair use.
Yes, it is. It's called criticism commentary. It falls under fair use. Try again.
You absolutely can if you add constructive feedback to the video itself. If you transform the work beyond what it was originally posted as. That is absolutely fair use. I've seen Osmongold react to videos of mine, and he adds genuinely good feedback to my video and elaborates further on the points that I make. That should be a medium that is encouraged, not censored, right?
I'm just here, like, reviewing a game once. Let me say that again. All the negative press you've seen of me is because I reviewed a game once, didn't like it, some 16-year-old kid picked it up, can't sum it up enough.
Technically, Quantum, that's a lie, too. You went after HD TV Test and bashed them because of what they've been saying about you. You bashed them, going after them constantly, So, really, Quantum, you're full of shit. You're only lying and lying and lying on top of each lie just to try to call yourself out being the victim. That's all you're doing.
Game is trash, the community is trash, outside of 1%. Ultimately speaking, the game is like literally a 0 out of a 10 to me. I could not
No, it's
possibly
not.
rate it.
Like, look at everything that you said, right? Let's read it, shall we? Final verdict 0 out of 10. Bad frame rates, bullshit. Bad community, bullshit. Toxic development mentality, bullshit. Unwelcoming to new players, bullshit. No engaging story, bullshit. Unreasonable grinding, bullshit. Boring open world game, bullshit. No game changing next gen fun, bullshit.
The worst score I could possibly give it. I would light it on fire on camera if I still had. But at the end of the day,
Yeah, because you broke the disc or you took it back to the store and cried to the manager saying, I want my refund. Yeah, I know you, Quantum. You're a baby.
Elden Ring is really quite genuinely, unobjectively, and objectively a bad game. It is. It doesn't.
It's not a bad game.
No game of the year, no real champion, just bare minimum. When real next gen games come out, you'll be a footnote in a couple of months. Nobody will even talk about this game, ever even mention it when we talk about the
Trust me, the game's going to be
That is
mentioned.
a fact. When the next generation cycle is said and done,
Not true.
don't forget it, and remember I said it on this day, because these are hard facts that nobody's going to spit, but pretty much me, so...
Preferences and answers to the quiz. I picked up the hot sauce and coffee bundles, but there's so many more. So what are you waiting for? Order your own box of goodies.
Let's watch this one, shall
Easily
we?
be manipulated by someone. Hi everyone, I'm the act attorney here. What a pleasure it is to meet all of you today. I am so thrilled and excited. Today, we're going to be talking about copyright abuse and why filing false copyright takedowns.
Okay, right here, okay? It says, I state under penalty of perjury that 1. I am the owner or an agent authorized to act on behalf of the owner of exclusive rights that is allegedly infringed, which is not true. I have good faith belief that the use of the material in the matter complained of is not authorized by the copyright owner, its agent, or the law, and this notification is accurate, bullshit. I acknowledge that under Section 512F of the DMCA, any person who knowingly materially misrepresents that the material or activity is infringing may be subject to liability for damages. Right there. Section 512. You know what that says, Quantum? That says if you're lying, right, misrepresents that the material or activity is infringing may be subject to liability for damages. That means that if you lie, you could be sued by not only the creator, but also you could be sued by YouTube. You could be sued by Google. You could be sued by the government because you're acknowledging every single time you fill out a what we call a takedown request form, you have to sign this and say that everything you're saying in this form is accurate 100%, fucking 200% accurate. And if anytime you're lying in your videos or in your report, you could actually lose your YouTube account. And not only that, you would get charged for damages to YouTube for wasting their time with your bullshit excuse of targeting other YouTubers because your feelings are getting hurt. You can't do that, Quantum. You will go to jail for this. Because you are technically, if you think logistically, you are committing perjury under the U.S., under the law. You have committed perjury.
Is considered perjury, which is a crime under U.S. law, section 512F of the DMC.
Yeah, right here. Any person who knowingly represents under this section is infringing, was removed or disabled by mistake or misidentification. Right there. That's what you did, Quantum, right there. Misidentification. Shall be liable for any damages, including costs and attorney's fees incurred by the alleged infringer by any copyright owner or copyright owner's authorized licensee or by a service provider, YouTube, who is injured by such misrepresentation, can't even talk, as the result of the service provider relying upon such misrepresentation in removing or disabling access to the material or activity claimed to be infringing, or in replacing the removed material or ceasing to disable access to it. Which means if you commit perjury, you will actually be kicked off of YouTube. You won't get access to it ever again. And there's no way you can come back from this. Once you commit perjury on YouTube, you're done. You're done forever. There's no coming back. This is federal law that we're showing you on the screen here.
Yay! How's that for an intro? Never gonna be doing something like that again.
You guys literally sound like
abuse victims, right?
So I would say this game is for somebody they have no family, no friends, no life. I'm not sorry, I don't like Elden Ring players. They're nasty people. The players are losers. And you want to literally just start rolling with all these claims and accusations, literally living up to every gamer stereotype that you could possibly imagine. And you want to literally prove my point by being that literally loser. You're literally like a shut-in loser that like does this. And these people are literally like, bro, like they are literally scumbags. They're like literally the textbook definition of like a bad human being. Like, you know, you want to sit there and you want to act like I'm some...
Okay. Right here, Quantum. Right? You said I've been terminated for free speech. I was already on a 2-week ban, but they decided to delete the channel anyway. Yeah. You want to know why you got terminated, Quantum? You got terminated for hate speech. That's what you got terminated for. You got terminated because you were going after a protected group. That's what you were terminated for. And you were justly terminated for that. And now you're back because they decided to reinstate you, or however YouTube decided to do it. That was bad on them, but now you're making it even worse by making it like you rather just copy abuse people on YouTube.
Bad human being, you can get bent, dude. Look at you. Literally look at what you're doing.
I mean,
Bad human being.
let's go.
Literally there and you want to act like I'm some bad
I want to
human
show
being.
you that again,
You can
Quantum.
get bent, dude. Look at you.
Look at this, Quantum. Look at everything that you posted. And this was all on YouTube and on Twitter, right? You were spreading horrific things on Twitter and on YouTube. It's fucking disgusting. It really is. I mean, come on, dude. Really? I mean, some of the shit that you were going off on is fucking ridiculous. And then the one thing that you actually did a video on, which cracked me the fuck up, was you said that you can't be gay because you're vegan. Quantum, that does not make any fucking sense. Okay? If you don't have to be gay to be vegan, that doesn't make sense. Everything that you fucking said doesn't make sense. In any smart person's mind, doesn't make any sense. And everything you keep doing, you're just bitching and bitching and bitching. That's all you do.
Look at you. Literally look at what you're doing.
Right here. This is perfect example on how YouTube did the right thing. They sent you an email saying, "Hi Quantum TV, we are concerned that your copyright notification may not be valid. You want to know why? You didn't fill out the correct paperwork. You lied on your report. That's what you did. And you continuously do this. Constantly. You're hurting your own narrative, but you don't care."
Doing.
Don't fight me. I'm already dead.
Maybe that's why you don't have a ring on your finger. Maybe that's why your kids aren't around. Because maybe there's something wrong with you. At the end of the day, go kill yourself. Because maybe there's something wrong with you.
That's not for everyone. This is the game it should be played by.
Maybe there's something wrong with you. Maybe there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, Griffin Gaming. Yeah, okay, right here. Technically, Quantum, I have to laugh at this. When Griffin Gaming Live Archive sent out a post on this video, it says, and I quote, "Your 4 factors of fair use are terrible. You know absolutely nothing about fair use." You actually replied to him saying, "Please say this to a copyright lawyer," laugh emoji. Quantum, Griffin Gaming is right. I mean, you don't know nothing about copyright, and you're saying that to a copyright lawyer. The lawyer's gonna laugh at your dumb ass. That's what he's gonna do. He's going to laugh at you and be like, Griffin Gaming and everybody else is right. I mean, they're using your intellectual property, as you call it, as a form of criticism and commentary. It does fall under copy or fair use. It does. And the lawyer will laugh you out of the room. That's what's going to happen. And even if you take this to court, you will end up losing, because the judge is going to laugh your ass out of the courtroom. He's going to be like, "I'm not going to waste my time with this quantum moron. I'm not doing it."
Something wrong with you.
Maybe
And then, let's go to this quantum,
maybe there's
shall we?
something wrong with you. Maybe there's something wrong with you.
Something.
Right here. Right? So, this is the funny part. You literally stole my video footage with an illegal video downloader. Take this video down and remake it with all the stolen footage and without my likeness in your thumbnail. I own the sole copyright to Quantum TV brand. Technically, Quantum, no you don't. You don't own any of that. You don't own anything involving Quantum TV. It's just a name. That's all it is. You don't own anything when it comes to Quantum TV. You just don't. You don't own anything on your channel. You just created it. You didn't pay for it. You didn't do anything with it. And now your own content is going to be gone. That's what it is. And it's funny because you're saying here, okay, and this is what you said to Mischief, which was a joke. You said, I own the sole copyright to Quantum TV brand and all its imagery assets. Failure to remove the stolen content will result in a takedown. I've already formally filed against you, but don't want to copy strike you. I just want my assets removed, so I'm giving you a heads up. I don't mind criticism bullshit. Just don't go stealing my videos from my channel. That isn't going to fly. It is a violation of YouTube terms of service to use third-party software. He didn't use any third-party software, Quantum. He didn't. And you're risking your channel with stunts like this. Only warning, man. Q. I mean, really, Quantum? Really? I mean, he didn't use any sort of third-party downloader. He didn't.
Wrong with you?
Maybe there's something wrong with you.
And let's look at these, Let's look at these, Quantum. Look at everything you said. Everything. I mean, this is just nauseating as hell to read. It really is. Like, I'll even keep this on the screen so I can get a cigarette. That's what I'll do, because I want everybody to see what you posted on your own fucking Twitter account or YouTube account. This is what you do. You go off on these hateful raids. You go off on everybody, criticizing everybody else for criticizing you. Your ego is so massive that it hurts every single time. And I know you're flipping out constantly about these videos that we're making on you. But we're making these videos to teach you something, but obviously your big-headedness is not going to listen. So it's more of a, you know, I'm going to make a video on them because really, what can I do? I mean, I want to make a video on you because I've been keeping up to date on the whole situation since the very beginning when you did that, you know, Elden Ring video.
Literally, look at what...
And right here it says, perjury in the first degree is a crime where people knowingly make a false statement while under oath in any official proceeding. So let's say you go to court and you put your hand up and they say, do you tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? And you say yes, and you start lying in court, that's called perjury. If this go to court and you lie in front of the judge, you will be facing perjury charges. Look at Amber Heard. She's going to be facing perjury charges in Australia for what she did. Look at Donald Trump. He's now in serious trouble because he committed so many atrocities, it's ridiculous. And it says here, the offense is a serious felony under Washington law that is punishable up to a decade in prison. So you're going to jail for 10 years, Quantum. 10 years. If this happens in court.
What you're doing.
Maybe there's something wrong with you.
Alright, I'm recording this after the fact just to give a fair warning. A lot of the stuff I'll be showing and reading in this video is pretty offensive. None of it comes from me.
And I just want to stay on record. It's not coming from me or the Act Man or anybody else but Quantum TV.
And trust me, it all has a point. So, here we are. You take the blue pill, you click off this video, go to bed, wake up, everything's the same. You take the red pill, and I show you just how deep the rabbit hole goes. Court is now in session. A false copyright strike and takedown request was recently filed against my channel. Take a guess by who? Nat Haas. Nope. Derek Savage. Nope. Quantum TV.
You guys want to have your fun with Quantum TV? Have your fun at this point. I mean, I'm kind of amused by this, I'm not gonna lie.
So you think it's funny?
The star of my Elden Ring Hot Takes video. If you haven't watched it, it'll be linked in the description. That video is going to remain public, and it will remain public forever.
So since what is his name here? The Act Man? Never heard of you, and we're going to go over your so-called hot takes, which contains a lot of stolen footage, and which, by the way, I'll look into my options around getting that taken down.
Any further attempts to falsely copyright strike my channel will be met with a counter lawsuit in which I will clean you out.
When you start talking fair use, you are opening a legal battle because you're telling the copyright owner, fuck you, I can do what I want. Fuck you, I can do what I want. Fuck you, I can do what I want. Fuck you, I can do what I want.
I've also been updating fans curious about this because it is a big deal, but follow me on Twitter. I've been posting stuff and details there. This has gotten so far out of control, I have no choice but to unleash my true power as the Act Attorney. And although I have no
And
legal
his
authority
whole
as a
thing
lawyer,
is funny. I'm not gonna lie.
that's the end of that sentence. If you're curious about how copyright enforcement works on YouTube, Mudahar made a great video summing up the ramifications and what is actually at stake.
Again, once you file this claim, somebody...
Right here, Quantum, right here. Mudahar did the right thing by putting this up. I have good faith belief that the use of material in the manner complained of is not authorized by the copyright owner, its agent, or the law. When you go through this, Quantum, you have to go through every single part of this form. If you don't fill it out correctly, then the copyright removal will not happen. Because they're going to say, well, and it says right down here, YouTube won't be able to process your request without this information. Make sure that the signature contains your full legal name, which is usually your first name and surname as stated on a government-issued ID. YouTube won't be able to process your request without this information. This is how copyright works.
else can counterclaim you, and then it becomes a legal issue. If it turns out that you're actually abusing this for your own benefit, just to hide criticism, and you've actually taken down legally fair use content, this bites you on your ass. This is not authorized by the copyright owner, its agent, or the law. The law, okay? That includes fair use dealings, fair use law. If you were to take this video to a fucking courtroom, the judge would say this is fair use, okay? Even though fair use is a gray area.
You know, normally reacting or commentating on someone else's video as part of a critique falls under fair use. And generally speaking, pretty much everyone on this platform understands that. Because if we didn't, then we would just be taking down other people's videos that we don't like all the time. And so, while editing the Hot Takes video, I made sure to edit as much of the original Quantum TV clips as I could.
Why I'm very confident that what you guys do and your takedown journalism of other YouTubers and other creators is not only not fair use, but it's YouTube's textbook definition of cyberbullying and harassment.
No, it's not.
Objection!
What I posted was fair use. And YouTube agrees with me, which is why they rejected the copyright takedown.
Yeah, because they said to the Act Man that we believe your content is protected by fair use or fair dealing. And they claim on here, we are writing to let you know we do not plan to remove your videos at this time, because they did not see anything wrong with his video being as it is, which is, by the way, fair use. He did nothing wrong in that video, and trust me, I've seen the video, and now your ego is getting hurt and you don't like it.
Now keep in mind, in this legal document, not only is it false, but he didn't even...
See, right here, perfect example, Quantum. Now, he had to retract your full legal name. But here's where you're wrong, right? So, you didn't link to the video right here. You did not do it. You forced this video to go down, which I know that video. You said the title of the original video, You did not put the link to the video on there. And where it says, where does the content appear, you left that blank up to 10:02 to 29:30. And it says it appears in your video source from 0 to 0. Okay? You actually committed perjury. That's what you did. You committed perjury. And YouTube is taking notice of all this.
Bother to fill it out properly. The link to...
And here we go. Right here. Incorrect title. Boom. Missing link. Boom. Doesn't appear in your video because you didn't link it. Boom. You lied. You committed perjury on a legal documentation. That's what you did.
To his video is missing, and he wrote the wrong title for the videos he was claiming. I have the original titles here. I will put them on.
Right here. See? I'm going to show you, Quantum. Right here, right here, right here, right? These are all legit videos. And you could say he used a third-party downloader for this. He didn't. He didn't use a third-party downloader. And trust me, Quantum, I know about third-party downloaders. Okay, he didn't use any of that. Guarantee you, Quantum, he actually used the same kind of thing I'm using right now, but he knows how to do it better than I do. Okay, I bet you any money he recorded it directly through a screen recorder and just played the video on YouTube. That's it. That's it.
On screen. If you send a DMCA takedown...
And it says right here, what are the penalties for false copyright infringement claims? If you send a DMCA takedown notice that is both false and meant in bad faith, such as to harass or doesn't state a real claim, you have you have committed perjury. Let's say that again. You have committed perjury.
Notice that is both false and meant in bad faith, such as to harass or doesn't state a real claim, you have committed perjury. Take that! You posted these to YouTube. You can't file false claims and lie in the claim, you absolute moron. You can't beat the act attorney, man. I played all the Ace Attorney games. I played them all. In my last video, I said this. It's like a rabbit hole we don't even want to go down. Unfortunately, now we have to. Some people might ask, well, why are you making this video? Why are you giving him exposure? I understand your concerns, but this affects the entire YouTube platform. By the way, he's not gaining much of a following or viewership from all of this controversy. And my end goal is the termination of his YouTube channel for routinely abusing copyright, violating terms of service, and the YouTube community guidelines. All of this that is outlined, I'm going...
And this is where you're wrong to do this, Quantum. Let me read exactly what you posted on this guy's video, right? So you're using my image for your thumbnail without transformation. Please go back and edit, then it cool. Otherwise, I'll issue a takedown. I'm trying to reason with you, so your move. That's a bully technique. That's what it's called. And you're saying, otherwise, I'll issue a takedown. You're being a bully. And I think it's funny how you're saying you're using my image for your thumbnail without transformation. How is that really transformation? What, do we have to morph your mouth or morph your head? Or he could use another, but Quantum, it's not going to work like that. You can't tell people what they can and can't do because you don't have a legit copyright protection. You really don't.
Going to show you evidence of how Quantum TV has violated all of it. But let's start at the beginning.
Amazing. Let's give a shout out to Mischief. And there are all these people saying that I falsely attacked some young kid. Everybody loves to put his age out. The moment I mention it, why are you so obsessed with his age? I don't care, he's a minor. Leave it alone.
For some reason, he's really obsessed with the age of Mischief.
Like, nobody gives a shit about his age. He's being a piece of garbage. People like Mischief, who apparently is a young child. Maybe Mischief's mother might want to get in on this. All the negative press you've seen on me is because I reviewed a game once, didn't like it, some 16-year-old kid picked it up. This is said 16-year-old. 16-year-old, 17-year-old kid from the UK. Mischief, the 16-year-old kid. You're not some young 16-year-old kid on the internet. It was a 16-year-old kid. This kid. He's a 16-year-old. There's a 16-year-old kid. Some 16-year-old
This is Quantum.
kid on the Mischief is the chief
Because
orchestrator
Quantum,
behind this
you're an
entire
asshole.
thing. This is all about Mischief, who's orchestrating this, who's running to every YouTuber he can. And again, it's always orchestrated by this one little shit. He is whining and lying to everyone he can. I mean, I'm so fucking tired of this little kid. I can't even with this motherfucker right now. All this started because of some 16-year-old kid. This one little shit, Mischief. And the thing that really gets me the most annoying is it all started with Mischief. Like, nobody gives a shit about his age.
Quantum TV is right. This all started with Mischief. He uploaded a video critiquing Quantum's first review of Elden Ring. The man was not pleased.
Quantum TV is the exact type of channel which makes you consistently have to sit back and ponder the question, what the actual fuck is wrong with this man? Even though he himself is more than happy to portion people in now deleted replies to my community posts. I want to clear up one or two things regarding why I myself took down the video initially. First of all, at the time I simply said to myself, fuck this, I'll deal with it later, and so took it down.
So Mischief took his video down because he didn't want to deal with that, and Quantum celebrated his victory and retract his claim.
You steal videos and you lie through your fucking teeth. This guy is going around to every YouTuber he can fucking find saying, he's saying I'm violating YouTube terms of service and he's bullying me. He's playing the fucking victim. Let me put this on the screen for every motherfucker right now that needs to see this shit. This little turd literally pulled his own video.
Yeah, because he probably doesn't want to get a fucking copyright strike.
But the damage and intent was made apparent to the rest of us, because we all understand the gravity of using copyright against other content creators. This is something that will naturally draw people's attention, especially if it is being abused.
This is all about Mischief, who's orchestrating this, who's running to every YouTuber he can. Objection!
Mr. TV, I'm afraid I must expose your ignorance. For you see, Mischief never orchestrated any attack against you. Take a look at this screenshot. Would you kindly take a look at this screenshot? I wouldn't recommend making a video on that Quantum guy. Well, Mr. TV, care to explain how Mischief could be orchestrating a cyberbullying campaign against you at the same time he's telling the rest of us not to go after you? Because I'd love to hear an explanation. Or do I smell a contradiction? You're only blaming Mischief for all this because he made the first video. This has all been a facade to silence criticism about you. You have it backwards. Mischief didn't reach out to me. I reached out to him. As you can see in these DMs here. Make no mistake, Quantum, your takes were so bad. They were the worst I've ever seen. But you are the only one responsible for escalating this situation. You used your platform, your standing to routinely harass Mischief.
I mean, I'm so fucking tired of this little kid, I swear to God. I can't even with this motherfucker right now. Right, I'm the bad guy here for telling some small punk that wants to steal from other people and just shit on them. Just absolutely shit on them.
Bro, the only one stealing is you, because you're stealing everyone's fucking intelligence.
The fact that Mischief was 16, 17 just made it shittier because he's young. Because someone like that could easily be manipulated by someone like you. But that's a smart kid, man. I mean, he's only 16 years old and you couldn't get the best of him?
And a lot of these smaller channels, 200 subscribers, 400 subscribers, 4,000 subscribers, that tier of lower YouTuber, amazing. Let's give a shout out to Mischief.
You know, that is a great idea, Quantum. For once we agree on something. Everybody, go subscribe to Mischief. Let's get him to more subscribers than Quantum TV. So we can see who the real lower tier YouTuber is. Wouldn't that be amazing? Subscribe to Mischief for justice.
I agree. I think everybody should subscribe to the Act-Man, to Mischief, to anybody who's been targeted by Quantum TV, because Quantum TV is a man-child. That's what it is. He's a straight-up man-child. And this next part is where he will literally
funny, isn't it? The old
target
saying,
other YouTubers.
the enemy of my enemy is my
for
friend.
using-
While I may not like what Griffin Gaming has to say about some of my videos or my Vanguard...
I mean, I don't have a problem with Griffin Gaming or any other gamers on YouTube. I don't have a problem. I've watched his videos. His videos are good. Do I believe Griffin Gaming? No. And that's okay. And I have respect for a lot of YouTubers, especially Rich of Review Tech USA and Griffin Gaming and Augie RFC. I have respect for a lot of YouTubers because they put so much time, so much energy, so much into their videos to make it look phenomenal. And their content is amazing. I love watching their videos. But I have to defend every single YouTuber that you've targeted, Quantum, because this is what you do. You target other YouTubers because you don't like criticism. You don't like when people take your videos, which I think is funny because you always say that you have those videos as intellectual properties. You really don't at all. And it's just funny because you just have this massive ego that you just cannot let go of. And it's killing your channel. It's literally killing your channel. And every time I hear about you flagging somebody's account, I think it's funny as hell because you're desperate. You're desperate for attention. You're like a little baby wanting mommy constantly, so you pull on her dress, or you flip out, you flip tables, you flip chairs because you want attention. That's what you want, Quantum. That's all you're gonna get is attention, but it's negative. And I think it's funny because your ego's so massive that your entire videos is like, oh, I want to be the center of attention. That's all I want. And a lot of YouTubers are correct about you because all you want is drama. You claim in your last video, I think it was 6 months ago or 4 months ago, you said you wanted to move on from all of this. And you purposely lied to your own subscribers and to everybody in your chat, saying that you want to be done with this whole quantum beef and everything, but you really don't. You stick to the same narrative over and over and over again. And that narrative is, my ego's so massive, it needs attention, so I gotta fill it. I gotta feed it like it's a newborn baby. That's you, Quantum. That's all you're ever going to be. And sooner or later, nobody's gonna start subscribing to you. You're gonna lose a lot of subscribers. And it's just sad, Quantum. It really is.
Review. Who cares about any of that? This is way more important. YouTube is a platform where we should all be able to hate each other and coexist. You threatened that, Quantum.
They smack talk and smear somebody's reputation that they don't like for the moment and move on to the next person. You know who's also big for doing this? Griffin Gaming. There's so...
That's right, bro.
For some reason, you decided to go after Griffin Gaming.
Yeah, and it's right here, Quantum. I have it right on my screen. And iGame said it perfectly. You ain't Disney, Paramount, etc. if you don't want people using your content for footage or clips for research, then make your own website. This is Griffin Gaming Live Archive posted. I do know one, and they can confirm anything that you put on YouTube is public domain, which is correct, which means anyone can use it and make it into a transformative content. This is something you clearly have no idea what you're talking about, and you're making a fool of yourself. Then you put, to respond to him, you put, look it up, kid. Better yet, ask an actual copyright lawyer. Again, I state, everything on YouTube is in public domain, Creative Commons. If you claim fair use to get around this, adhere to 4 factors that determine fair use, which it does, Quantum. Otherwise, get informed when you fail to consider the 4 factors. Commentary alone is not enough. You're right about that, but criticism is also added, so you're wrong on that. The 4 factors are there to help you stay legal when using someone else's content without permission. Quantum, okay? You're not charging people to watch your videos. You're not giving them any way of giving you money for the content. You're posting it on YouTube, which, by the way, is a public domain website. You can post whatever videos you want on there, and people can watch it for free, unless if you add the ability to pay for a video, or you can do what Sony Picture or Sony Music does, or Bad Boy Entertainment does. Go on to Amazon, charge for each video, which I guarantee nobody will do, and everybody will be okay with that, but you don't charge anybody. That's another thing about the 4 factors. Your profit is not getting hurt at all. Your ego is. That's your problem. And Jojo Blue at the very end put perfectly, when you put a video up on YouTube, it's going to be public. People can criticize it, make videos of it. Bruh. You know why he's saying that? Because everybody's trying to tell you that what you're saying is not accurate. Not accurate. I don't care if you want to say, oh, I'm right, you guys are wrong. You can say that all you want. What you're saying makes no sense. By copyright law, what you're saying makes no fucking sense whatsoever. So this whole preaching that you know copyright, you're full of shit. And Anonymous 007, you're the same way. And I'm calling you out as well. You don't know anything about copyright. You really don't. And you can watch this video as many times as you want to know exactly what copyright is, because I showed you everything. I even proved to you on how everything you're saying is wrong. It really is. And you just want to act like a man-child and start throwing a hissy fit because you think that what you're doing is copyrighted. I'll show you a copyright, right? This. Okay? I'm going to pull it up on my screen so you can see it, right? Let's go down to here, right? Okay. I want to show you this, Quantum. Okay? Let me just shrink this down just a little bit so I can show you something, Quantum. Alright? You see this, Quantum? You see this movie? Huh? You see it? It's called First Man, right? Ryan Gosling. Right? This is a motion picture, Quantum. Okay, you know how I know this? Because, let's say, this is a motion picture. Right? Blu-ray right here. DVD right here. Now I'm going to show you something, Quantum, okay? And I know this for a fact, okay? I'm going to show you the disc for First Man, alright? What does this say on the disc? Okay? It says the rating, which you see right there, PG-13. You're going to see the Universal Pictures logo. You're going to see everything on this disc, okay? This is a copyrighted film, okay? I paid money to buy this, okay? At my store, it was $5, right? So you're saying that when you buy this movie, right, you own it, correct? Wrong. I own the license with the movie to watch this, okay? Universal owns this film, okay? They own the copyright for this film. So when you try to go around claiming that you own copyright for this film or anything you technically own, you're lying to your viewers. You are straight up lying to your viewers. And let's continue, shall we? I just gotta shrink my screen down.
Gaming too for doing the same thing Mischief did. God knows how many other YouTubers you've attacked in the comments section.
Irrelevant, but you still made a video about me. Guess those clicks were beneficial after all. Show the entire conversation instead of the part that fit your mob. I swear you losers would have no channels without this mod-like behavior. And then, oh no, it's Alex posted, I'd rather show the parts where you were threatening to false DMCA a content creator. Why don't you just delete your other videos where you tell people to end themselves? Better yet, just delete your whole channel. And yet, oh no, it's Alex is actually correct, Quantum, because what you did was unethical on so many levels, because you told people to end their own lives. You don't do that on YouTube. You just don't do that. That is what we call suicidal talk. And that is very hated on YouTube. Okay?
Section. The pattern is Quantum will start beef with anyone who talks about him. He'll produce a video, leave it up for a day, and then delete it because he realized what a disaster it is for him.
Like, for fuck's sake, he pulled his own video. Deleted by user. You tell me what that shit means.
That's what you call ironic.
I got all these fuckers calling me out of my name.
Technically, Quantum, if it says this user is private, that doesn't mean he deleted the video. That means you hid it from being public. That's what it means. When you say he deleted his video right off of YouTube, it would say deleted by the user, like you claimed, but that screenshot right there said this video is private. That doesn't mean he deleted the video. It means he changed the viewing of the video to private, which means only he can get access to the video. So, Quantum, you're full of crap, okay? You can talk however the fuck you want. You don't know anything.
I'm a scumbag, I'm this, that, and the
You
third.
You are, bro.
Many gamers that do this toxic shit where they find somebody they want to bully and they think this shit works. It doesn't work.
Like, if you don't want to get quote-unquote bullied, keep your opinions to yourself. Maybe uploading them to a public website is probably not the best idea.
Griffin makes a good point. If you upload something to YouTube, anyone can criticize it or talk about it. You posted it to the internet. That's the end of it.
He expects the internet to be nice to him. You did say you were going to look into your options. You did want to take legal action against me. That's also another shtick that people told me about you, like Griffin Gaming. That's what you do. Don't make it like that was clickbait, Chief. You were thinking about it.
which is true.
オペラ GX を紹介しよう。
I'm telling you, Quantum, you have a history of doing this.
Ironically, in his quest to silence all criticism, Quantum TV has invoked the Streisand effect to its maximum potential. Your efforts to hide the truth have only increased people's curiosity about it, to the point where some of the biggest YouTubers and Twitch streamers are aware of your bullshit now too.
I'll be looking into sharing Quantum's abuse of the copyright system with important people at YouTube, as this is something that can lead to the termination of your channel. And I responded and I said to him, imagine having a take on Elden Ring that's literally so bad that you end up getting banned for it.
That was funny.
That's too fucking bad, isn't it? That is just too fucking bad. Wow.
Review Tech USA was one of the next people to cover Quantum's hot takes.
I'm just going to start off by saying there has been a lot of controversy created by specifically Review Tech USA.
Now, Rich's videos discussed the bad Elden Ring takes, but also highlighted that Quantum TV's been evading a previous ban on YouTube. Take that! A ban for hate speech.
Did I mention 6,752 times that he's ban evading?
Objection! How is a previous ban relevant? Objection! Because it's against terms of service. Rich has provided ample evidence of bigoted, hateful, downright...
Now, I heard on a live stream last night that apparently he did not ban evade. What happened was YouTube decided to give his channel back and he rebranded it something else. That's all I could say on that one, because I know this is going to talk about how he ban evaded, and I'm not going to go through all that because I kind of figured this would show up. But the whole situation is, it gets even worse and worse. Because now, and this is the funny thing about him now, is...
The truth is, Quantum TV really is anti-LGBTQ.
And this part's really funny because now, and I want to clarify where this is going, they're making jokes about him, okay? Now, in one of the videos that Review Tech USA did, he did a cucumber in the mouth, which I thought was funny as hell. And it was to symbolize a certain male body part. I'm not saying the name of it, but you get my drift. And it was funny, but his minions, as I call them, decided to flag the video because of sexual innuendo. Now, his fans on Discord thought that it was inappropriate to do that, but let's be honest, Quantum and all your fans, it's called a joke, okay? If you can't take a joke, then maybe get the cucumber out of your ass, because really, it was a joke. You guys took it too personal, and it was just too funny. It really was just too funny, and I could not stop laughing when I saw that. But I want to quickly, like, fast forward this, because it's literally almost 1 a.m. right now, and I want to get my ass to bed, okay? But I just want to explain to you, Quantum, that everything you're doing on your YouTube channel is wrong, and you know it's wrong, but you're going to continue doing this because this is you, Quantum. You target other YouTubers because you don't like other people using your content. You don't like people talking about you. But Quantum, you continuously target other YouTubers, and it's just so nauseating because I want to pull something up that recently you did, okay? And you can try to flag my video for this, but I'm showing it anyway, right? So you did a sneaky little thing where you targeted a small channel, right? You targeted Repzion, and then once that failed, you went after Hypocrite Hunter 666, right? You went after Klutzy King 552, and you targeted Gara of the Rage. You targeted more and more and more people on YouTube because you don't like your ego getting hurt. Well, guess what, Quantum? Grow the fuck up, because this is getting pathetic. And I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to shut you down. And Jordan is saying it correctly. Everybody's saying it correctly. You're a little boy who can't stop crying. And I'm not even going to watch any of your videos because it's all crap. It's all crap. So I'm just going to end it here because I want to go to bed. But I will see you guys later. Peace.